A South African citizen, Asandra Dennis, 37 years old, has been sentenced to 130 years in prison in Freetown, Sierra Leone. She was caught when she arrived at Sierra Leone International Airport with about 5.4 kilo of cocaine. She was arrested by the narcotic police in Sierra Leone. Upon her arrival, she was questioned and searched. In her possession was five.
A South African drug lord was captured in Sierra Leone. A South African drug lord. They did not say a Nigerian drug lord. I don't even know if I should call her a drug lord or drug lady. This lady was captured with a sack of cocaine. I don't even know who she's going over there to supply to. She was.
Hello guys, how are you all doing? This is good news for me. As for me, it's good news. The little clip you guys just watched, that's a South African lady. She was arrested in Liberia with drugs. She went there to do business. If you look at her with her family, they are living extravagant life. In fact, she's even married to a white person. This lady, she's married to a white person. Oh. They have one child, I'm very sure one child if I'm not mistaken. And she's selling drugs. Guess what? It's not trending on the social media space of South Africans because they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. This guy called Kulani Kumalo, who goes about arresting people who are selling drugs in South Africa. But he hasn't seen his own people. He hasn't seen his own people selling drugs. If it is to arrest foreigners in their country, you will see South Africans outside waiting for them. Abahambe, Abahambe. This how they'll be chanting Abahambe. South Africans, I never knew you guys were also selling drugs. So, according to you people, foreigners are the ones selling drugs to you guys. Foreigners are the ones feeding or killing your children with drugs. Whereas you guys are the real cartels. The real cartels, the real drug dealers are South Africans. I'm very shocked that a lady of 37 years could be carrying such amount of drugs. And she has the sentence. She's gonna be there for a very long time. South Africans, you people have to give justice for this lady. Justice for her. This is normal thing South Africans do. The thing is, these people don't want to work. They want to make money. If you see South Africans, they are so obsessed with Nigerians. Nigerians are selling drugs. Nigerians are doing this, but they keep arresting South Africans. They keep arresting. Show us now. They keep arresting South Africans for selling. Imagine a woman, a lady selling drugs, and you tell me that her husband is not aware. South Africans, Zanzi, Nkwerenkere, Mangringamba, Nkwerenkere must go. Nigerians must go. Ghanaians must go. They must leave our country. Go back and fix your country. Hey, your people are leaving their country. Go to another person's country to feed them with drugs. We want you guys to talk about it. Please, the South Africans, you guys must talk about it. Anyway, guys, are you new on this channel? If you subscribe or not, if you haven't, don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Please take a look and watch reactions.
4 kilo worth of cocaine was found in her. She was prosecuted by the prosecution department in Sierra Leone, and she was found guilty by the judge. She was given 130 years in prison, which she would serve concurrently, which means she would be serving 30 years imprisonment. Asandra Dennis, who is 37, will be coming out from prison at the age of 67. See, what a tragic story for this lady. You know, 67, her entire life is already gone. She has lived her adult life in prison. By the time she comes out, she will be a pensioner. Her life is gone. You see, this is a terrible incident. You see, 5.4 kilogram of cocaine. What is the value? What is the market value of that volume for her to be given such a harsh sentence? I think the Sierra Leone government is not playing at all to give somebody 130 years in prison. The judge said she would serve her time right from the day she has been detained by the police. So looking at the entire sentence given to her, she will be serving only 30 years in prison. I think this is a tragedy for her, her family, and a nation. You see, this is a South African citizen. South Africans will tell you that foreigners are committing crime in their country. Foreigners are selling drugs in their country. This is one of yours. We've said it so many times that the majority of people who commit crime in South Africa are South African citizens themselves, but they want to blame foreigners for it. They do not want to hold themselves accountable. South Africa, This is one of it. We have seen several South African citizens being caught in several countries around the world for trafficking substance. Example, cocaine in Dubai, in Thailand, in so many countries around the world where South African citizens, especially their females, have been caught trafficking narcotics. So this lady, I think it's a tragic story. I don't know how much she's going to make from that product that she decided to get to lost 30 years of her life in prison. You know, the prison in Sierra Leone is not like the one she has in South Africa. She will be bearing the consequences. By the time she's out, I don't think she'll be ready to commit crime again because Sierra Leone prison is not going to be a child's play for her. She will understand what prison is, not like the one she has in South Africa. So, nevertheless, a South African citizen has been sentenced to 30 years in prison in Sierra Leone. Sandra Dennis, 37 years old. Thank you.
That's 230 years in prison. She's already 37. How many years she will serve for there? If she died, they go come bring her back. She go come serve another 100 years. South Africans, you guys are drug dealers. You keep pushing the narrative on Nigerians. You guys are the drug dealers. You are the one creating drugs in your country. Drug dealers. Nonsense, lazy people.
The Sierra Leonean High Court has sentenced a South African woman to 130 years for cocaine trafficking. And this comes after South Africans have been very vocal against other Africans in South Africa, calling them drug traffickers. But the High Court of Sierra Leone has sentenced a South African woman to 130 years for trafficking cocaine. Imagine that, 130 years. By the time she's out of prison, who knows what will have happened in South Africa. There will probably obviously be no immigrants left, and who knows where this is going to happen. And do you know what? It's a sad state of affairs, a real sad state of affairs. But you know what? You can't accuse other people of being criminals whilst your own are being sentenced to 130 years, and that's a very serious crime.
Okay, I think it is too much for South Africa at this moment, right? Because not only that they are doing very bad in the ongoing World Cup, but also they are doing very bad in terms of other records. And when I say records, I mean criminal records. Because as we speak, a 37-year-old South African lady called Sandra Dennis has just been sentenced to 130 years in prison in my country, Sierra Leone, where she was caught with powder. Huge amount of powder that even made her sentence so huge. She was charged with 5 count charges, and now she has been sentenced to prison for 130 years in prison. First off, I'm really surprised that it is a South African lady, because most of the South Africans that come to my panel, they always have this argument: oh, foreigners are feeding our kids with powder. But now it is the same South Africans now taking powder to other people's country. And actually, this is the highest amount of powder they have caught with an individual so far this year, right? I know, though, the sentence is kind of like too much, which I also think is a consequence of what is going on in South Africa, because no African country want to take a life with South Africa. You see, this is why I always say we need to call things the way they are. If you're gonna say it is only foreigners bringing powder and there are no people in your country also participating in this, then you are missing the point. First way of solving problem is acknowledging it. Until you also acknowledge that there are people, your people in South Africa are also part of this part of deal, and stop putting all on foreigners, your country's reputation is always gonna be there in a very negative way.
You know, when things happen like this, I don't feel sorry for South Africans. Yes, this is the normal thing they do. They keep arresting just these little ones who sell drugs, but the real cartels, people who supply South Africans with drugs, they are scared to go. They are scared to arrest them because they know who they are. We keep asking. They say, oh, drugs. How do these drugs enter into South Africa? They will not be able to explain to you, but they know the government is aware of everything that is happening in their country. But they will choose to say foreigners are the problems. Who told you foreigners are the real problem? The real problems are you guys. You want to enjoy drug money. Oh my god! She would have gone to a white man country to sell the drugs. Now, why go to a black person's country? If South Africans really love Liberians, they will not go to Liberia and sell drugs. South Africans, you guys are not good people at all. When you say Africans are one, how can Africa be one? Africa can never be one when you leave your own country, you leave your own people to supply the drugs, and the highest consumer of drugs are in South Africa. To go and sell drugs in another person's country is so wrong. It's so bad. Child, oh. Gwingamba, Kwaran, Bahambe, it's bad. Oh God.